And this is one of the out yards. It's a single box, this one. It's been quiet all year. Have a quick look. We just put some new frames in them 3 weeks ago. Looks like they've pulled up the centre ones. The outside one hasn't been worked on yet. Starting to get defensive, so we'll just close them back up. You hear that buzz they put off. It's a quick splash of their pheromone they push around the box. It's everyone on edge. I'm getting bunted at the moment. There's more flies than bees on me though. Geez, the flies are thick here. Not the best day to be looking into them, but yeah, I'm here. So. Pretty busy just after a little rain. There's the old Franken nuke. Just rubbed all the wax out of it. And put on some new plastics. And I think we might start on this soon. Just got to get some cool room panel for the bottom and lid, and I might chuck the box I've got at home in there. I'll do that on the weekend. Get someone to come and help me. Can't lift anything, so. It's a late framer. 4-frame nuke. It's the top only got put on a couple of weeks ago. I pulled out a bit of wax. Good condensation in there. Must be warm in the bottom. Pretty busy. Yeah, a bit of pollen coming in, so that's good. It's orangey. Zoom in a bit for you. Don't want to shake too much. Just showing how much Parkinson's I've got. A bit of orange coloured pollen. There's a few yellow flowers out there, like daisies. A bit cream coloured, that'd be probably watermelon. There's a big patch of watermelons up the road. And there was someone else pollinating them, but they've taken their bees. So there's still plenty of flowers on them, so that creamy coloured pollen there would be watermelon pollen. I don't get much from it, but it's still not a bad protein, and they will keep breeding on it. Just gonna have a mix, 3 different types of colours coming in. At the moment I can only see 2, so. And the legs aren't fully packed, and they've been out, and they're smart little critters. They know how much energy they're using versus how much they're getting, so when they know they've got enough on board, make a quick trip back and go back again. That's what they'll do. The pollen on watermelon's pretty sparse, so. I'm pretty active though. Still another couple of hours of daylight here. But yeah, very overcast today. Had rain yesterday and a bit of rain this morning. Nice little drenching here. It's good little soak, didn't come down too heavy. We'll see if they get pissed off. I can't lift it. I've got it glued down well. That's a good sure sign. Look at propolis. The lid's not stuck down there, they're not working up there so much yet. A couple of bees coming up, but that's probably just getting moisture. Get condensation out of the lid. You can see it dripping over there. That's water, it's not honey dripping. You want to put your boxes on an angle when you put them together. Don't have them perfectly level. Especially if you use a brick or something on the lid. So you put your hives fairly level, we just put them off like a slight degree so the water runs to the back corner or the front corner and dripping on the centre of your bees. The front corner. You definitely get a lot of watermelon at the moment. Look at them. Creamy coloured pollen. There's the orange one. He's in the flowers, or she's in the flowers. There's like a dandelion or a paper daisy. With a bit of rain we've just had, there'll be a fair few prickles coming up. The bees love prickles, good protein. We'll see if we can capture a bit of prophylaxis or something at the door where they, pardon me for shaking it, zoomed in. And the bees come out and they'll transfer food to each other. You have workers just inside the door that are hive attendants. And the forager will come in usually and pass the food off to them, or they'll spit it into an open cell on the bottom, and then later on quietens down, not so much action, the bees will move that and most of that nectar up to the top and feed brood, feed themselves, and then store a good little portion of what's left in their stomach. The bees have a double stomach, they've got a crop at the front which they can store food in, honey, nectar, and then a second stomach where they digest it and get the benefits from it. If you look into what the bees' anatomy is. You can probably see a couple of different colours of bees coming in here. It's, most of Australia's bees are that way, they're mongrel bred. So you'll have Carniolan dads and Italian dads and Italian queens or Carniolan queens, multicoloured workers. It's a pretty common trait for the Australian bees, unless you go, of course, and buy queens in that have been artificially bred or secluded, pollen mating, things like that. Some good Western Australian bee suppliers. They're very expensive, some of their bees. They start around 300 Australian dollars, some of them. They're right up to 1200. We'll be crying out for queens this year. So 20,000 hives burnt in Australia already that have been reported, just in New South Wales. So if you've got bees, you better start breeding them. We're going to be screaming for them. Every year they're asking for more and more queens, more and more hives to come to almond pollination. And near my area they're requiring 135,000 hives of bees each year to pollinate almonds. They get shipped all the way down from sort of Australia, Queensland, and do the pollination service and then pollinate on the way back up, or chase honey if it's the right time of year for them. Depends what's flowering and what year it is. A lot of Australia's trees go on like a 3 to 5 year or 2 year cycle. Just depends on the weather patterns. They'll have rainy season 1 year, they'll flower the next, most of them. Sometimes 2 years after. A lot of the mallees sometimes 2 years after. You just got to chase it around to try and get good pollen sources for them if you've got a lot of hives. There's not a lot around in the local environment unless you live in town or on farms where they don't spray for weeds, but with agriculture these days, everyone's just kill everything. They don't think about the beekeeper or native pollinators that require those weeds that would grow naturally on rainfall, and they go and spray them all, kill everything. Monoculture. You need diversity. You can't just have an environment with monoculture, it doesn't work. We've seen it time and time again, we still keep doing it. And that's it for today. Thank you very much, hope you've enjoyed. This is BESHY'S Bees.